Just got back from the gym. I should have recorded it. Dang it. It was really, really fun. David, my good friend Mo Walker, my brother David Nagel, and Peyton, good friend, came, worked out at the gym at 5 a.m. this morning. Phenomenal. It was leg day / cardio, so tried to run fast. Not super fast yet, but yeah, it was a great day. So I'm gonna go kind of get ready. It's 6:41. We've already been at it. I've been up since like 5:45, or 4:45. Yeah, got to the gym around 5:10ish, 5:15. Got in there. Super fun, man. We just have fun. So the gym gives me a lot of energy. I sacrifice sleep, not all my sleep. I try to get 6 hours at least a night, and but yeah, it's a trade-off, right? You get up, but you're only tired for like this morning. I was only tired for like 2 minutes. Started brushing my teeth, and I'm just awake. Go to the gym, have fun. Now I've got a lot of energy. I'm literally feeling so energized and so ready to get after the day. It beats. It so much beats rolling out of bed and going straight to work. I've got all this time to think and talk with my bros, and we just talk business like all morning. We're talking about autopilot income and how to, if you work a job. My wife's a nurse. My buddy Mo's wife's a nurse, and we were just talking like, nurses get paid decent wages. It's because they're serving people at a pretty high level, right? They're taking care of their lives and helping them get better. And but they don't get paid like I feel like they should be paid more, but they get paid relatively well compared to working jobs where you're serving food or serving people at a different level, because it's just a higher level of service. That's it. That's literally it. If you serve people at a higher level, you make a higher income because money is just an exchange of value. So if you give them a lot of valuable service, they're going to give you some valuable money. And to make more money, the reality is you just have to serve more people so you can serve people at a higher level to make more money. So if you go from a nurse to a doctor, now you're serving people at a higher level, and you're serving more people because you have nurses to help you implement your service. So you're able to serve more people at a higher level, so you make more income. That's all you have to think about. You're like, how do I currently serve people now? Do I like it? If I like it, is there a way for me to serve them in a similar fashion at a higher level? So if you have a landscaping company and you only mow people's lawns, that's a service. But if you also mow people's lawns and trim their trees and trim their hedges and plant plants and keep weeds out of their grass and do their mulch every year, that's a higher level. And then if you can figure out how to do that for more people, that's it. That's how you grow. You just serve more people at a higher level. So you figure out what's the highest level I can serve people at, doing what I already want to do for them, and how can I serve the most people possible? That's literally, there's no secret. It's just that equation. It's just math. And, the way I serve people right now is I teach them how to sell stuff. Actually, I help them sell their stuff. I don't even teach them. I give them the principles, but they hire us to actually implement it. So we literally just build sales engines. That's what we build. We build engines that help people sell whatever it is that they're selling. We're a marketing and sales agency. I can only help so many people, so then I hire employees, and those employees can help so many people, but you can only scale and train employees so fast because it's a high valued skill, so it takes a long time to train an employee to do it. So I'm like, what if I was, instead of just training the employee, what if I trained other companies' employees to do it themselves, and now I can serve more people at a higher level because I'm teaching them everything I know and showing them how to do it themselves so I can essentially replicate myself a lot faster without having to hire and train employees. But I can't do it individually as fast. So what if I create a course and that course teaches them to do exactly what that, like, that's the problem. I feel like people want to create a course just to create a course just to make money. And that's just not really you might stumble across something, but you're going to get really burnt out and discouraged if you're trying to create a course solely for the purpose of making money. You might miss the whole point of serving people, and then it's going to be really hard to sell your course because you're trying to sell your course rather than trying to make something that people already want to buy. I get people asking me all the time how we do what we do. So I'm working on creating a course. It's in the very beginning thought stages because we've already created several, but like 2-Week Author is one of the courses we have, which teaches people how to write, publish, and start selling their book in as little as 2 weeks, which Dustin Barker has done multiple times. And people asked him how he did it. I was one of those people that asked him how he did it. I paid him, or I offered to pay him to show me. He's like, I should create a course. He did. And now people buy the course not because it's a course though. And not because they want Dustin to have more money or me to have more money. They buy it because they want to be able to write a book, get it published, and start making money in as little as 2 weeks. So the number one question we get on that course generally on our webinars is, how do you market? And I'm like, man, we need to create a marketing course because that's literally what we do on a daily basis. So I'm creating it to answer people's questions and help them grow their businesses, not creating it for them to pay me. I charge for it because if I charge for it, I can build it bigger because it opens up my time by having more income. I love how Myron Golden says, money, I don't know if he's the originator of this quote. I think he is because I've never heard it before and it's very profound. But he said, money is simply a certificate of value. If you have money, it means that you've created value for somebody else other than yourself. If you have a lot of money, it means you created a lot of value for a lot of somebody else's that weren't you. And they've given you money in exchange for the value that you've created. It's a certificate of value. They're like, and the only reason they have money is because they've created value for somebody else. So if they created value for somebody else, they have the certificate, and they're just trading that, passing that certificate on to you. They're saying, I was certified that I created some value, so I want to certify you for creating some value to me. And now I can go pay somebody else who's created value for me, and I can go buy, like if I want a new car or something, I go to Jeep and I say, or Chrysler or whatever it is now, I go buy a Jeep and I'm like, hey Jeep, thank you so much for creating this valuable vehicle. Here's some certificates of showing you that I've created some values for some other people so that you know that I'm allowed to give these to you for creating some value for me. Because I'm not allowed to get these certificates if I'm not a certified value creator. And then if I'm not a certified value creator, I don't have any certification. I can't play in the arena because I'm not certified. But if I'm certified, I can play in the arena and I can go give my certificates to somebody else who created value for me. And I can say, hey, thank you for creating this value for me. Now they got more certificates, and then they can go trade those certificates for more value, and it just keeps going on and on. So the more value you create, the more valuable things, because a lot of the certificates purchase material or experiences, but the more valuable material, more valuable experience you can earn. But the really cool thing is my hand, my eyes, my ears, my mouth, there's no amount of money that somebody can pay me to trade for my eye. There's no amount of money that somebody can pay me to trade for my hand. There's no amount of money that somebody could pay me to trade me for my ability to speak. Which means I already have more value than I could ever generate in income in my life, in any lifetime. Because there's no amount, not $1 trillion would I trade for my eye. Because I could never get another eye. I could never have another eye that is mine, that works as well as mine does. I could never have a hand that is mine that works as well as my hand works if I were to trade it. So I already have absolutely everything. And I know that. And it's a gift from God. God gave me all this already. So I start life with infinite value. And now the material stuff, the cars, the house, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it's cool, but it's just stuff. And realizing that you have nothing to lose, right? And if you're born again, if you're a Christian, if you believe in Jesus, you have literally nothing to lose, because the only thing people could lose is their life, which they know is valuable, but it's better to be with God. I know that God wants me here doing what I'm doing, and so I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of, that's technically the best scenario, right? To live is Christ, to die is gain. Everybody's after gain, gains at the gym, gains in their finances, gain. They want to gain and grow. To live is Christ, to die is gain. And Christ came as a sacrifice for us. So to live is really being a sacrifice, and that's not a bad thing. When you sacrifice your own things for other people, that's actually where joy comes from. Meaning, if I sacrifice my time to create something of value for you, I'm actually gaining so much, because that's what I'm created to do. I'm created to create like God was created, like God created me for. God's creative, and he created me to create, and I'm here to create things. And the things that make me the most happy is when I create something for somebody else. That's why it's more blessed to give than to receive. It's not more blessed it's not like, oh, you should give to expect a blessing. It's already blessed. Giving is a blessing to you back. You've experienced this if you ever given anybody you love something. So yeah, that's why I want to create these videos, to give you something. And it's more blessed to give than to receive. So I'm going to head to get ready and then head into the East Dundee office for some Plank sales training to give more. I want to give these salespeople more. I want to give them something. I want to give them encouragement, give them knowledge, give them something so that they can gain. So we'll see you in a little bit.